Right, so we're really at the end of the day, or this morning anyway, this morning's event. I'd like to thank the Alex Hotel for facilitating us today, the OGP team, Guido, Mark, eInvoicing Ireland, Leonard and Maura for all the good work done today. I'd like to thank the speakers and all the contributors who participated in the roundtables. It's been really, really informative and valuable. But I think above all, I'd like to thank the attendees the most. You very impressed me with your attention span for one topic on such a deep dive today. I hope, it was really, we're here, as I said earlier, to serve you, to help you. I hope you found it useful. If there are any questions or any follow-ups you have in relation to anything you've heard today, please, you can submit them in to ourselves there at our email address, or I think you can probably continue to use the Slido for the rest of the day, or contact us directly. So feel free to reach out to any of us, I think, here have been involved. I suppose if I look at today and try and take away some takeaways, I think what I got was is a real sense of appetite for not just compliance, but to look at this as an opportunity. I would say to you, maybe we've heard a lot of detail about PEPAL and the standard and implementation. Don't get too bogged down on that. I think that's the value of the framework, what it brings to the table. A lot of the detailed questions, the OGP have gone to the market, have come back with a framework that modularizes the services. So hopefully it makes it more, manageable and accessible in terms of drawing down what you need. So while it's very useful to know about all this, and if you're working with your IT teams, take your time, go through the material, but it's not essential, I think. The service providers deliver that layer or deal with that layer of complexity. It's just good to have a good understanding of how it all fits together. I think the public sector can really make a difference in this area. We're still at an early stage. We've heard Martin talk about how long it's taken Sweden, and I think most countries who are now considered quite mature in the area. It takes time. We're taking a baby step, I think, but it's important, I think, that we make the most of this time. We're not mandating it, but that's to give the public sector time to mature in the area, to give suppliers a chance to think about this and make sure it's the right fit for them. But it's important, I think, that we use this time wisely. So think through our processes, not just to replicate paper-based processes. Think about how this can be a real difference for us. And the public sector has really the ability and the power to be a catalyst to make this, to achieve a critical mass, I think, of e-invoicing in society, not just in the public sector, but both the private sector too. So I think it's important to consider e-invoicing as part of that broader digital transformation context. And it's just one of the many building blocks that we're working on. Now is the time for public bodies to plan for action and take action. So I know Derek will be eagerly awaiting your calls on Monday. But it's, basically we've been trying to put the tools and the enablers in place to help you make the provisions to comply. So now is the time to take those actions. I would encourage you to obviously engage with the framework, and as I said, for further information, please contact us directly or through any of the channels that people are aware. So thank you very, very much for your attendance today and participation. Much appreciated. Thank you.